So today we start with your variance and standard deviation. We already discussed standard deviation. I just go through with that. So for the formula of the variance for ungrouped data, formula is here x minus mu square summation divided by n. And if we take the under root of this, then it is standard deviation. As standard deviation is just an under root of variance. So if we expand this, we get summation by n minus summation x by n complete square in under root. So these are for the ungrouped data. And for the group data, we have the frequencies given. So we multiply here with your frequency, here also with frequency, here also with respect to frequency. Means each x factor we can multiply with your frequency. So it's your choice. You can use this one or this one. So I just repeating this question example. So if we have the axis given and we are interested to find out the variance or standard deviation, we can use your this formula or maybe this formula, as data is ungrouped here. So for this particular we require the mean and take the difference from the mean. So if you see here in this example here, if we sum all these value, that sum is your 42. So we know that your 42 divided by numbers, so total data is your 6. So mu is your 7. So we subtract all x with respect to your this mu, that means your 7 here. So 9 minus 7 is your 2, 8 minus 7 is your 1, 6 minus 7 is minus 1, so on. We get this. Now if we take the square of this, that is 2 square is 4, 1 square is 1, minus 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4. And as per as the formula is concerned, we require the summation of the square. So we calculate the sum here, that is your 12, and this sum divided by n give you variance, that is 12 by 6, and that is equal to 2. And if you require your standard deviation, that is just an under root of 2. So this is by first formula. Now if you are interested to apply second one, we require your summation of your x square, also summation x. So in the same table, summation x we already calculated here, and we take the square of each value. 9 square 81, 8 square 64, 6 square 36, and 5 square is 25, so on. 8 square 64 and 36 or 6. Now if we take the sum of all these, that is your 306. So just put this square in a formula. 306 divided by n in this example is your 6 as total number of entries here. So the entries are here your 1 2 3 4 5 42 divided by 6 whole square. If you solve this, that is your 2, that is sigma square variance. And if you require standardization, just take the under root of this, that is your sigma is equal to under root 2. Now we also use the shortcut method. So here assumed mean we can is your a, and we take the difference of each x with respect to this a, that d we get, and we just replace in your formula x by d. That also give you a standardization. And similarly you can calculate for your group data also just by replacing this x in your formula by your d, nothing else, right? So this is known as your shortcut method. This is called your shortcut method. And this just your multiplication division, like your calculation look little simpler. You may do these calculation manually. So it is called shortcut. So also we can upgrade this formula by step deviation also, and the step deviation is your, this is this one is your called your step deviation, second one. So what you,
Sir, if you're sharing your screen, we can't see it.
oh my god, sorry. Sorry. So in I'm telling ki just you can improve your that standard deviation formula which we have discussed is your this one, and this is your formula, right? So we just trying to improve this one by using your assumed mean. And in case of assumed mean, nothing we special we are doing, we just replace here that x by d, and here d is your x minus a, and a is your assumed mean, and this is called shortcut method. And if we replace in the same formula d by x minus a, we can do in a group also, we can do same thing in a ungrouped data also. In both you can apply this, we just replace x in your formula by x minus a. So one more thing we have, if we replace x by your d dash, then formula or method is called your step deviation. In that case it is called step deviation. So what we have done in this, we just replace d dash by this formula says x minus a, that is difference with assumed mean, divided by h also. H is your step size. So new formula become just replace x. In your formula we have summation x square divided by n. So we replace x by d dash. Also summation x divided by n whole square in formula. So we replace x by your d dash. Additionally, we multiply this factor by h, because in here we divide by h, so here we can add. So this become new formula for ungrouped data. So similarly for group data, we just add frequency and also multiply by h, right? So now we have the three, or you say four different formula for standardization, and just go through again. One is your this one, second is this one, and now one is your this one is your this shortcut method by using this, and another is your step deviation method. So out of these four, it's totally your choice which one you like or prefer to solve your question. There is no specific rule where you can apply this. Once you see your calculation is little heavy, big, that time you can assume for go for your assumed method, assumed mean method, or you may say shortcut method, and also you can go for your step deviation method. Like in your example, this is your example. So I'm discussing only for the group data. So group data means your 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30. F cross polling frequency is given. So this statement is given, only this part. Now we are interested to find the standard deviation in this. So first thing, this also include your frequency here. So that is your group category. First thing, the category is group 1. The formula for this is, we may say we have 4 kind of formula. It's totally your choice, which one you like, you can prefer, right? So in a group data, I am here choosing your formula, this F into D square. We may write here X, no problem. So in case of group data, instead of X, we use your midpoint, sorry, M, right? So you can go for with M here. Similarly, summation F into M divided by N completes. Okay, you can use this one. You may write here D, it's your choice. You may write here D dash, and just after, in case of D dash, we require him multiply by H. So it's totally your choice. All are same, all are give you a similar result, almost same. So here I'm using this with a D. With the D means with assumed mean. So for the assumed mean, if we take the midpoint of this, we get midpoint is 5, that is 0 plus 10 by 2. Similarly, 10 plus 20, 30 by 2 is 15. Similarly, 20 plus 30, midpoint is 25, 35, 45, 55. So here no need to calculate the mean. We just assume any value lies between the table. So this M. So you may choose your 25, you may choose your 35, doesn't matter. It's totally your choice, right? So in this example, I am choosing your 25 as your assumed mean. So if it is assumed mean, we require to calculate D. So D is your midpoint minus assumed mean. So assumed mean we choose is your 25 here. So 5 minus 25 is 20 with minus sign. 15 minus 25 is minus 10. 25 minus 25 is 0. 35 minus 25 is your 10. 45 minus 20 is 25. Similarly, 55 minus 30 is your, minus 25 is your 30, right? And if you require, you can add these, right? So if you add, you see here 20 is negative and positive, 10 is negative and positive, cancel each other, we have left with 30 only. Now in your table, if we see, we require the F into D. So we just calculate F into D. So just multiply this frequency 8 with your minus 20, that is in D. So that is minus 160 we get. Similarly, 12 into minus 10 minus 120. Similarly, 20 into 0 is 0. 30 into 10 is 300. 20 into 20 is your 400. 10 into 30 is your 300. And if you add all these, we get 720. Also in formula, we require FD square. So we require the square of D first. So do the square of this D, that is 20 square is 400, negative, negative, positive. 10 square is 100, similarly 100, 400, 30 square is 900. So table is up to here only, right? So we can take the sum of all these. That sum is 1900. If we multiply this, that actually not required in this particular example. So we may multiply now this D square with your F. So that give you 8 into 400 is 3200. Similarly, we multiply 12 into 100 is your 1200. 30 into 100 is your 3000. Similarly, 20 into 400 is your 800. Similarly, 10 into 900 is 9000. So just add all these, that give you a 24,400. Now in a formula we require summation of fd square, that is your this value. So just put in formula. Similarly, total frequencies we have 100 in table. You write here in place of capital N, and fd summation is your this 720. So just put this one. Now this 100 also here, this here. So just use your calculator, calculate this, that is your 13.86. So which is your required standard deviation, right? So it's totally your choice which formula you like, you can try, you can do here, right? So if you want to do these calculation little manually, so if we choose here d dash, suppose just I'm discussing, if we choose d dash here, so if you see here class size is your 10 here. So in this our example, class size is here 10 if we are using d dash. So in case of your d dash, we write here d dash, so we just divide this by h, that is 10, that is 10 here. So divide all this value by 10, that give you a d dash. We just divide all these value by 10, that give you a d dash, right? And when you multiply, here we require fd dash. So when you multiply, the only thing that make it simple is when you multiply 8 by minus 2, this just calculation is little simple, is 16 only, not 160, right? So we also, just for your understanding I am discussing, and you get here 12 only, right? Similarly d dash you can calculate. So square of this d, obvious in that case also we get 4 1 1 and 4 and 9, because we have 3 only, so we get the 9 only, not 900. So you can look your calculation look little simple, nothing else, nothing special, you're doing the same thing actually. So multiply f with d square, so that also give you a 32 12 30 80 9000 and 244. But here also you needed to multiply with your h. So if you do this, and I'm just removing this. So for this, you f d dash square, that is your 244, and divided by your n, that is 100. Total frequency is same. Minus here is 72 only. fd dash summation is 72 divided by 100. So square and under root multiply by your size h, that is 10. So once you solve this, you get the same result. You can try using a calculator. So ultimately you get the same result, but when you try this, you just in your calculation, you see your calculation is little simple, 4 1 3 30 16 small numbers. So just to make the number small in your calculation, you can use your d dash or d also, means by shortcut method also, or by step division method also, or you can go for your normal calculation also. You can, if you choose without using this also, just again I'm just for your understanding, nothing else. If we use the same question and try same question, I'm just deleting this part. We write here x, or instead of x, in case of your group data we may write here m also, it's your choice. So means this m is actually x, or you say whatever you think you can take. So I'm not required this table. So now formula is f m square by n, f m summation n whole square, or you may say capital X here, the same things, right? So now here if we have x, now we require fx and fx square, two columns. So if you see here, for this you require x square. So this square of this, if you square the 55, so in your calculation, the square of 55 is look little heavy in your calculation. So you may do, you have a calculator, so you can try for the same way. It's no problem in that. So it's totally your choice. You can go for your with x formula, you can go for your assumed mean, that is your d formula, you go for your step deviation formula. In everything you get the same results. Maybe it possible some partial decimal you get the different, but that doesn't matter, right? So hope so it's okay. You can choose any of the formula, that is totally your choice. Okay, next question. Arithmetic mean and standard deviation of a series is of 20 item was calculated by a student of as 20. Means here number of item are your 20, so we write here n is 20, and mean, assume arithmetic mean, or you say assumed mean, is given here 20, and standard deviation given is your 5 centimeter respectively. I'm again repeating question. The arithmetic mean and standard deviation of series of 20 item were calculated by a student as 20 centimeter and 5 centimeter respectively. Means mean is given 20 centimeter and standard deviation given is 5. 4 items are 20, so n is also 20. But while calculating them, an item 13 was misread as 30. So calculation error is there because of that wrong entry. Find the correct arithmetic mean and correct standard deviation. So we know that the formula for mean is your x bar summation x by n. So we may rewrite this as your summation x is your mean into n. We may write into n. So mean is given here, that is your 20, and number of item is also 20. So if you multiply it, the total sum is your 400. So total sum of items are 400, but this sum is wrong. Why it is wrong? Because while calculating an item, a wrong item 13 was introduced instead of 30. So we needed to remove the wrong value from this. So that means what is your correct sum? So in case of your correct sum, this is your correct sum. So for the correct sum, you needed to decrease your 30, because an item 13, it should be 13, but it was misread as 30. So wrong item is 30. We can subtract this, and it should be your 13. So we add this. So if you do this, you get your 383. So that is correct sum now. So if we divide correct sum by number, that is 20 here, that give you a correct mean. So 383 by 20 give you a correct mean. So here we have done this first one part, that is correct mean. So we just calculate the sum, then subtract wrong item from this, add correct value, we get the correct sum. Divide this correct sum by n, we get the correct mean, that is 19.15. Also, when you do the calculation in your formula of the standard deviation, we have just, I want to show you what is your formula. Actual formula is this one for the standard deviation. So in this formula, we have the summation x, also summation x square. So because of the wrong value, wrong entry, summation x is affected. that we correct now. Also summation x square is also affected, because in summation x square 30 square is added instead of 13 square, so we needed to correct that also. So just, and for also we have require summation x square correct value. So from that formula, yes, this summation is your x square summation by n minus summation x by n. So summation x by n, you may write here mean, no problem. You may write summation x, it's your choice. In the formula we have summation x by n, that means your mean only, right? So I'm just writing this as your mean and under root. Now I'm squaring both sides, so we get this one as a square. So once you square both sides, you get this as square. Now we shift this mean to the left hand side, so that give us your sigma square plus mean square. And after shifting to the left hand side, you can multiply both sides by n, that give you a, you say we shift this and that give you a x square summation is equal to sigma square plus mean square, and multiply this n to the left hand side, so that give you a multiply by n, right? So we have this n, that is 20. Sigma is given in a question, that is 5. So sigma square is your 25. So I'm just writing here, that is your 25 sigma square plus your 400, that is your mean. I'm taking here mean, that is 20, and square of that. This 20 is your mean given statement, and square of that is your 400. Now multiply this by 20 also, because this 20 is your n. Now after doing this, you get the 8500. So dear, this is the summation x square. This is summation x square, right? But this summation x square has some error, because we add 30 instead of 13. So if you see here, this is summation x square. So what is your correct summation x square? So in case of correct summation x square, in case of your correct summation x square, so I'm just writing here C for the correct. So correct summation x square, we needed to subtract some wrong entry, and wrong entry is 30, x is 30, but in case of x square, wrong is your 30 square. So we delete that or subtract that, and correct value should be 13. So in summation x square, it should be 13 square. Hope so you get that. So we just add 13 square. So once you do this, minus 900 plus 169, you add this, you get the correct value, that is correct summation x square, that is 7769. So this one, right? Now this is summation x square, correct? Now use the correct formula, nothing else. So this is your formula. This is your formula, summation x square. Now we have the correct summation x square, which is your 7769. So you can put here in a formula, right? Summation x square correct divided by n minus summation x by n, or you may write correct mean, the same thing. So mean square, correct mean we already calculated 19.15. So just put here correct mean n here 20, you get this one. Sorry. After that, you just calculate this, that is your 21.73. And because this is a summation sigma square, to correct sigma square we require standard deviation, so just take the under root of 21.73. so after taking under root, it give you a 4.6615. so hope so you get the, once you have the wrong entry, you can just subtract that wrong entry, add the correct one. For the standardization, you require the also change in sigma x square, summation x square. So that's why we find out first summation x square, then we add your correct entry and subtract wrong entry with their square in your summation x square and put in your normal formula. All values should be correct. Then get your results. So hope so you get this. So thank you so much. I'm stopping here. Thank you.